Mute. Why have you muted your mic? Unmute. Unmute your mic. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Welcome again to our channel. It's a new year. It's been long. We've not been being live. Personally, for example, me, I have not been live. So I'm back today and ready to tackle the issues that we have as the topics we have today. Maybe as we talk much, as I wait for my counterpart, I don't know where he has gone. But we've got several topics, like we want to discuss about Cancelo to Bayern Munich, the shock move, how Manchester United has improved against the odds of many and against expectations of many, how Chelsea is bringing in new players, many wingers, how will they integrate in the squad. And then obviously we shall discuss Arsenal. Then possibly maybe downfall of Liverpool. So I'm waiting for my counterpart to come online as he directs me because he's the one to keep the topics, the main topics. Then where he has gone. So we wait for him and to see how the show gonna be today. Young man, what happened?
Yes,
What happened with you?
I don't know what is happening because it seems that my network is not doing well. Are you getting me from that side?
But you're not coming clear. You are coming distorted.
You get my voice, a distorted voice from my side.
Yes.
Okay, there must be a problem then from this side. I don't know what I can do. Probably think I'll change the network now. Maybe.
Hello.
Are we good now? Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you.
Oh, let's continue then, eh?
Okay.
Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Mobile Loves Football. Today we want to talk about the transfers. Of course, as we all know, Chelsea have had a crazy transfer window. This January, they bought so many players in, and they're still chasing the signature of Enzo Fernandez from Benfica. And again, we know that Manchester City is heading to Bayern Munich. Actually, as a matter of fact, he has already boarded a plane to Germany. So I don't know what you think about João Cancelo leaving Manchester City. What do you think about that? Is it a good move for Cancelo or is it a good move for Manchester City?
Obviously, when a player changes a club, it's a new challenge. And moving to
Yeah,
Bayern for Cancelo, that is a plus for him because he's now playing for a club that has Champions League. He's sure of getting one.
yeah,
That's a fact. Bayern Munich is a big contender for Champions League. He is going to play alongside Mane, and the Cancelo can play as a left back or as a right back. And the Mane can also play as a left winger or a right winger. So he is going to enjoy having Mane in the team. So it is a possibility. It's a very big start for Cancelo. Good business for Bayern Munich. It's a loss for Manchester City.
Yeah,
Cancelo is a utility player. I don't know how Pep is going to replace Cancelo. I don't see it happening soon.
yeah,
Maybe I was seeing some links with he was looking for Enzo Fernandez. Maybe he's clearing his
yeah,
space, but no. Cancelo mostly plays at sometimes as right back, sometimes as left back, sometimes in the midfield with
yeah,
Gundogan. He is a utility player.
yeah,
He can play everywhere. So I wish he
yeah.
could have told him before the first leg of Manchester City versus Manchester United. But actually, in brief, it's a plus for him. It's a loss, a minus for Pep and Manchester City. And soon, you will be seeing Pep Guardiola resigning from that
Yeah.
job. You might end up seeing Pep Guardiola resigning because of that. I think that's what I can say about that.
As you've said, I think Cancelo used to be a versatile player. He could play on the left, sometimes on the right, and his contribution in the midfield was something that cannot be wished away. I think right now the only problem I think I'm looking at Manchester City is the replacement. Do they really have a replacement at that side? Now that he has left, we have someone who is gonna cover the left hand side. Of
If
course,
they could
Ake
not,
plays on that side, but
you see, if they could not
yeah,
replace Sinchenko, Manchester City is yet to replace Sinchenko. How will they replace
yeah,
Cancelo? It's difficult. Pep Guardiola is destroying Manchester City, and then he will be leaving soon to create a problem for
yeah.
the fans and the owners and the incoming coach. And you see, already they were following Ateta. So I'm saying he's preparing his way out. And recently he said that he is willing to take the Barcelona job. If they come knocking, he will accept. I don't know if you saw that rumor.
Oh, really? He said that he wants to leave to Barcelona.
I saw some rumors saying that he said that he is willing to say yes. I don't know how sure the rumor
But
was,
why? Why
but
would he want to join? Why would he want to spoil Xavi's project? Xavi seems to be having a very good project at Barcelona. You should let him be at Barcelona and do something at Barcelona because at the moment I think Barcelona are doing very well. And they're top of the league at the moment.
yeah, they are on top. But that is the first time they are being there, and now they are ahead with 4 points. They are ahead with 4 points, and as I'm telling you, Pep Guardiola can join Barcelona and beat the coach or the manager being assisted by Xavi. That is the deal. So don't be shocked. Are we together? Are you getting me? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm getting
You are
you,
not.
but you see, there's a problem. I am not really getting you properly. Yeah, I don't know what's
Maybe your
happening.
side. The problem is maybe on
Are
your
you
side.
getting?
My side, you are very clear
Are you
right now.
getting me from your side?
Yes, very clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say you are saying that according to you, the agenda is to destroy Manchester City as he leaves. You want to make sure
Exactly
that he
that.
has destroyed Manchester City.
I've got that feeling. Remember, he is the coach who wanted Haaland to sign for Manchester City. When Haaland came, he accepted and announced to be inserted after 2 years. Haaland can go. Already 1 year is almost over. The second year, Man City is not that way in a good position. So when Pep goes, Haaland can also go. So as
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm saying something. And Haaland can either join Real Madrid or PSG in the next 1 year. Because a new coach might not play in the same style as Pep Guardiola. Maybe they will take Arteta or they will take Luis Enrique from Spain. So it's somehow funny, challenging, but we wait to see. I don't know. I don't know why you are not that way clear today. Don't know why. Maybe your network. Maybe you can check on that. You are going. You are on off. You are on off. I don't know why. What's happening with you? Are you getting me?
Oh, something is wrong. Something is somehow wrong. I don't know what's happening. Today, I think I have to create another stream because this one is giving me a lot of challenges. Have you realized that this stream is giving us a lot of challenges?
But it's on your side. You are not coming good. I, I know why. I I want to crack a joke. There must be something you must have done in your area of doing lights. I think
Because
so.
from my side, I am not getting you.
Oh, cancel this live, then do another one. Let's get this one off, then do another one. Are you getting me?
Guys, we having a challenge with the internet, and I just want to make sure that this one is done properly. I think I'll leave and come back later after I've resolved this problem because we are not communicating properly with my guy on the other side. So bear with us, please, as we try and fix what is happening.
All right.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I think I'm getting you right now. Guys, you can comment in you can tell me in the comment section below whether you're getting me properly. If you're getting me, tell me that you're getting me from that side. In the comment section below, tell me whether you're getting me from that side. Comment and tell me whether you're getting me, because I think from my side I'm having a challenge. I'm having a challenge. I'm having a challenge. I'm having a challenge. I'm having a challenge because I invited a guest here, but I'm not getting him properly. I don't know whether I'm audible enough. You can tell me in the comment section if you think that if you are getting my voice from that side. My guys from YouTube, you can tell me whether you're getting me in the comment section so that I can come in.
We fixed it.
Boss,
Yes.
what is happening?
I went off. I left because you had said that you wanted to fix the network. Are you getting me?
What's happening? Because I'm not getting you. I don't know whether you're getting me. You can tell me in the comment, as in you can tell me in our private conversation whether you're getting me properly.
I'm getting you properly. You are very clear.
Now
You
I'm
are
getting
clear.
you. Now I'm getting you.
I don't know the problem with this word, but for me, I'm getting you clearly.
Okay, let's continue then. We were talking about City, and according to you, you feel like Pep is trying to destroy Manchester City.
Yeah, he is on a mission to destroy Manchester City, to destroy that project because he found a new project there. He made his own project. So he's trying to destroy what he created, then leave. Remember, I have never seen Pep leaving a
Yeah.
team that is. I have never seen Pep leaving a team that is well constructed. He always destroys. He destroys,
Yeah.
then he moves away. He destroys, then he resigns. It happened at Barcelona. It happened at Bayern. Now he's at Manchester City. Two teams he has managed. This is the third team. He has never been sacked. He always resigns. He resigns after doing very funny business. You remember when he was at Bayern Munich, the recent when he sold Schweinsteiger to Manchester United. Schweinsteiger is a very important guy in that squad. After sending him, he resigned. So personally, I feel Pep Guardiola is on a mission to destroy Manchester City and run away. Because if he leaves it strong, a new coach coming in might win the Champions League. If a new coach comes in and wins Champions League, Pep Guardiola will be seen as if he was not the good manager for Manchester City. So personally, I am really sure. I am really sure. I'm really sure the problem is Pep himself. Himself is a problem. Anyway, guys, be patient. We will be back. Let us fix this network issue. My counterpart is having a problem. I don't know if you are getting me, you guys. Don't know if you will fix. If he comes back, we continue. Are you okay now?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I think it was my problem on this other side.
So you have solved it.
I've already sorted it. Imebidi nibadilishe bana because hii
Now,
let's continue. I think you are clear. I was the one who had a problem. Yeah,
now I was saying that Pep Guardiola
yeah,
has commanded Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Now
yeah,
Manchester City. At Barcelona, he
uh-huh.
resigned. At Bayern, he resigned. Before he resigns, he normally do some
Yeah,
business. He sells some good
exactly.
players. He
Yeah,
lets some players go, then he quit.
yeah, yeah.
When a new coach comes in, he has to take time to lay a new foundation
Mm-hmm.
for him to get a good team. If Pep
Yeah,
left Cancelo in that team and a new coach comes in and
yeah,
then wins the Champions League or maybe wins a treble, something has never done, the legacy of Pep will have been ruined
yeah. He
in the
has.
same.
I think he's never done a proper. You see, he's done a treble, but there's a time he swept all the domestic trophies. You remember? But you see, where people did not consider that as a treble because they said a real treble you have to include Champions League in it.
Exactly that. That's the
Yeah.
point. So let
Okay.
me ask you a question. If Manchester City could take it Tuchel right now with Cancelo in the squad, do you think they won't perform better?
Of course, they will perform better because I
Because
really rate
because
Tuchel highly. Yeah.
yeah, because you look at Manchester City, they have got Walker, they have got Ake,
Yeah.
they were having Cancelo, now he's not available. They have Diaz. That defense, they have Stones. That defense is very good. If they get a coach who knows how to prevent goals from leaking goals, then they have
Yeah.
Haaland. They will play Haaland as the main man. Then they have KDB. They have Alvarez, who will play as a winger. They have
Yeah.
Foden. You see right now, Pep is playing Mahrez. He was playing Foden. Mahrez was coming from the bench. Right now, Foden is on the bench. Sometimes he doesn't play. Eh? Remember it was Foden, then Greenwood on the other side. Greenwood went down because of that issue of rep. Then Foden played well in the finals of the Champions League. He was a man
Yeah.
to sign up Manchester City to get some points, get some wins. Then from nowhere, he dropped him. We
Uh-huh.
now see actually after the new contract, Mahrez has improved. He's playing very well. The Mahrez of Leicester City is back.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you that Pep Guardiola is on a mission to destroy Manchester City.
And you feel now it's because he want to leave. He just want to leave a legacy that will continue. That he was the only manager who enabled them to win a lot of trophies. He doesn't want to leave anything behind for any other manager who comes in to at least try and do something after he has
If
left. Because I remember
remember,
when he left Bayern, I think Jeb Hanks went. Was it Jeb Hanks or Hans Flicks who followed him at Bayern Munich?
I think it is Flick.
It's Flick, right?
Because Flick won Champions League the same season he joined.
I think Flick made them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he joined and won a Champions League the same season.
Yes.
Uh, he won a treble, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think Pep got them. Pep got Hans Flick immediately when they had already won a treble. I think it was the season before Pep went there. They
It
had
was
already won a treble.
no. It was Ancelotti.
Then thereafter,
It was Ancelotti who was the coach.
oh, before Pep
Ancelotti.
went there, it was Ancelotti.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it
Listen.
was.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
It was Ancelotti at Real Madrid. He
Yeah.
was then he joined the Bayern Munich. He also
Hmm.
won Champions League there.
Okay.
After Ancelotti left to join City Everton, or it was which team, Chelsea or what? I don't remember very well. Then his Pep went to Bayern Munich. Then he did not win Champions League. When he saw things not going well, he sold Bastian Steiger and he said he was injury prone. He sold the
I
person
remember. Yeah,
to City.
definitely. He got so many players there, and in fact, Muller was not his favorite. He sold Mandzukic and a couple of players there who are doing good business there. You know what happened?
The moment they sold the Steiger to Manchester City, and Steiger was an engine that cools. Steiger could cool a game, could slow down the pace.
Okay.
Yeah, then I saw him as a coach who can destroy when he wants to destroy, he can create when he wants to create.
Okay, there's an article I read, I think sometimes last week, that Pep has fallen out with, I think, Walker, Gundogan, Cancelo was among those players that he's fallen out with. And I think some few players there, like 4, 5, 6 players, he's fallen out with players. And that did not surprise me because when you look at how they are playing in the field, it seems that there's a problem in their team. I mean, is it
You
now?
know, you know, with the Gundogan, in fact, it started with that guy who went to Bayern Munich. What was his name? And he went as a free agent. Don't know what. I don't remember the name.
Uh, Ferran Torres. Ah, no, Ferran Torres went to Barcelona, but he was sold to Barcelona. I think he was sold to Barcelona.
There's a guy who joined the Bayern Munich again. I don't know.
Oh, Leroy
Torres.
Sane. I think Sane.
Oh, yes, it's Sane.
Yeah,
That
Sane.
went strategy to backfire with Pep. He
Yeah,
mistreated that guy. That guy got sad and went out.
yeah.
And he went as a free agent. He went
Mm.
as a free agent. Remember?
But since then,
Then
I've not heard so much of Sane. He's not performed very well at Bayern, even
relax,
though.
relax, relax. Sane was not prepared to leave. It came as just an emergency. When you fall out with the coach, you have got none otherwise. You have to leave. Are you getting me? It doesn't matter
Yeah,
when you go out and don't perform. What matters is you've got a new challenge. You have to fight back and
yeah,
get your form back. The same way to Mane. Mane, it was not planned that he will leave Liverpool. It was a surprise transfer, and he went like that because of the selfishness of Salah. Are you getting me? So for
I'm getting. Yeah,
Pep leaving Sane was a blunder. Then he sold Ferran Torres. Then he had Aguero. Then Aguero got old. Then he went for Haaland. You see?
yeah,
And before releasing Aguero, he benched him. After
yeah. He
that
did,
penalty,
especially in
he,
the last season when he was
yeah,
at
he
City.
benched.
He was not playing much.
After that penalty is not against Chelsea, against Mendy. Then
Yeah,
he started benching Aguero. Aguero was playing for Man City very well. Then after benching Aguero, things changed. And then he went for Haaland. Haaland is scoring goals. He played by the way without a striker, then went for Haaland. Right now, Man
yeah.
City has got less goals as compared to the past. They've got less scorers. So for me, Pep is doing what he knows. If if you can remember,
Yeah,
Gundogan was linked to PSG and then to Barcelona, and he is to go as a free agent from last season. Then he stayed. After staying, we are now seeing rumors about a bust up in the dressing room with the coach. Not player versus player, but coach versus players. That one tells you
Of course, that is something that is always happening. Of course, so many players normally have bust up with the manager, but when it comes to a player leaving, seems that it's something that cannot be made. There is a big difference. I mean, it seems that the difference is something that cannot be made. That's why he has tried and left the club. So now let's talk about United. We can't talk about City so much because we have other teams. We can talk about United. What do you think about United now? Now that you guys, Ericsson is injured, and again, when you look at your midfield, if really something was to happen to Casemiro, you guys are going to be in problems. What do you think?
if something happens to Casemiro, the
Yeah.
coach will still find a way to make a team minus him. Remember, the team was playing minus him. We lost the first two games. The same midfield played until when we lost to Manchester City 6-3. That's when Casemiro was back,
Yeah.
was now
Uh-huh.
fully in the squad. So the team has been playing with Casemiro for long. You cannot change that thing easily. That is the problem. Should he not be there, he will find another way to play minus him, and he will still win. You saw we played against Arsenal minus him, but we
Uh,
were not very poor. Arsenal still struggled. So imagine if we had played even like 2 3 games before Arsenal game, that's have won this game. But for me, Casemiro came and changed the team. It was something that was missing from the players available, and he brought a change. That's how coaches want a player to come and change a team. When you come and you don't make changes, fans cannot be happy, the coach can't be happy. You understand?
yeah,
So
I'm getting.
it is a very important aspect in the team. But
Yeah.
the same applies to Ericsson. Remember, Ericsson and Buffon, they are both poor. So they are good when it comes to creating chances of scoring in the attacking formation. They are good. Defending, they're not good. So I am sure the coach can integrate Fred to play in the position of Ericsson. It is possible. He can play, and Bruno will play the number 10 role. Casemiro will play 8. I'm sure it can work. I don't see any problem there.
Now, let me
Remember,
ask.
right?
One thing I've realized, you guys have so many games. Every 3 days you'll be playing a game, eh? Because you're going to be meeting Barcelona. You have a Carabao, a return leg of Carabao Cup. You have so many games. I think in a week, every 3 days we'll be having a game, especially this February, right? Now
Yes.
that you have, because you know that Ericsson is injured, probably Droni is also injured. You have McFred and maybe Bruno now. Especially Bruno, who is going to help him there because he can't play each and every game now. You guys
I've
that
told
you're not even willing to sign any players. This January is not been so busy.
you have to be serious first. Manchester United is on sale. They can't
Yeah.
invest when they know they are going
Okay.
out. Number one. Number two,
Uh-huh.
about Bruno, there
Yeah.
was a game played against Aston Villa and we
Yeah.
lost to Unai Emery. I think we
Mm-hmm.
lost 1. Bruno did not play. We lost. So Bruno is a very important member of the squad. Remember that. So is
Yeah.
Casemiro now. And I've told you to replace Ericsson, it's most likely to be Fred to replace him. And if not Fred, he will have to look out the academy and get a different player because this guy is not known as developing players. You can see from Neuer a player coming from the academy and playing very well. He can even convert Sancho to play that number 8 role. You see, I saw some guys saying Sancho can play as a number 10. If you can play Sancho as number 10, then you play Bruno as number 8, then you play Casemiro as number 6, it will still go. The coach can make changes. It's only that it has not happened. That's why you are saying it's like guesswork. Remember, Ericsson is injured. We don't know how long he will be out. So
Yeah.
we all know he's injured. It is not like Donny. So we expect him to be back and still help the team. Remember, when he plays from injury, he might not play as he was playing before. So
Yeah,
you
exactly. Especially when they get
so
those bad injuries, yeah?
so the coach has got his own mind of doing things. We as
Yeah,
fans,
exactly. Yeah.
we as analysts, we might think negative, positive, right, wrong. But the fact remains the coach will decide. And I've told you, I expect Fred to play that number 8 role because he
Yeah.
can do it. And he can as well play.
Exactly. And the other thing, there's another report I've heard today is you guys are also going for a top priority this summer. You guys will be going for a striker. What do you think about Harry Kane coming to a club next season, maybe? And do you think he's a good fit for you, or do you think you should go for a young striker?
Personally, I don't pick Harry Kane. He's a good
Okay.
finisher. He's a
Yeah.
good finisher. He has got
Yeah.
strength. He's good, yes, but
Yeah.
I can't pick him. Most of his
Okay.
goals are from luck, at most.
Oh, really?
I don't rate him very much. I remember in the World Cup.
You can't be serious, my brother. Have you watched Hurricane play, you guys? You haven't watched Hurricane play? He doesn't
this
score.
World Cup,
You can't say that he scored lucky goals, man.
this World Cup, I've not watched Hurricane playing
No,
because
just
he
forget
will
about the World Cup. Just forget about the World Cup. Watch
but
Hurricane. You've watched Hurricane ever since he started playing. He's been scoring
get my
fantastic
point.
goals, and you can't say that he's not good enough to be a striker.
Get my point.
Okay.
Hurricane did not perform in the World Cup, and from that time I switched off my mind from him. I don't watch Spurs like I was watching before.
So who performed in the World Cup then? Who did?
Um,
Even England did not turn up well in the World Cup. So you cannot blame only Hurricane.
it's because Hurricane was not on form. That's number one. Full stop.
So that is
It's
why
because
England didn't perform in the World Cup.
yes, I believe Rashford was alone.
Okay. Okay. And he wasn't starting anyway.
Alafu,
Now,
yes,
okay, okay. Continue. There's something that you wanted to say?
you say something about a striker for Manchester United. I will go for a young striker who can be
Yeah.
developed, and maybe a long-term solution, not a
Okay.
short-term solution. Since Ole came in, we went for Odon Igalo. After
Okay.
Odion, we had Cavani. After Cavani, we had Cristiano. After Cristiano, now we are having Wakos on loan. They are
Okay.
29 plus, 30 plus, 29 plus, 30 plus. These are players who are going into they are almost finishing their career. Like Rangnick said, we should go for young guys who are
Yeah.
able to change the game at a young stage. These old guys, it's only Casemiro can prove it through. Maybe for me, maybe Casemiro, maybe Lewandowski, maybe
Uh,
Benzema. But remember, they are short-term solutions, not long-term solutions. So I would better go for Sesko,
yeah.
maybe mostly Sesko, maybe Dusan, but mostly I'll go for Sesko. Personally,
Okay, thank you so much. There is a comment here from Heaven's Waswa. He's telling us to talk about Caicedo. I don't know whether you have any news from Caicedo. I've heard that there is an agreed deal, 80 million, going to Arsenal. I don't know. What do you think about that?
it will be a
Caicedo
good
to
business
Arsenal?
for. I will say it will be a good business for Brighton. It should it be 80. So long as it is above 60, it is a good business for Brighton. Now,
Okay.
it is about Arsenal to make sure that
Uh,
he performs. We saw Phillips joining Manchester City and he becoming injury prone and now he's not playing. You see? We saw
yeah.
Grealish from Aston Villa, joining Manchester City, flopping, then he's now coming back slowly. And at this
Yeah.
during this time of the season, Arsenal needs such a player. Going as for the stats of Brighton, his stats at Brighton are good, but there are stats for Brighton, not for Arsenal. He might
Yeah.
join Arsenal and then he failed to perform
Now the question
because
is, do you think is he a good fit for Arsenal? Because at Arsenal, I think he'll find it rough because you have Shaka and you have Partey who play in that position where he plays. Is he good progressively?
Party cannot stay fit for
And
long.
which are some of the qualities that you see in Caicedo that can really help Arsenal? Okay,
I
Partey can't stay fit for long. That's
that
another point.
only that one is enough. If you compare to this guy as he's been playing for Brighton, he's been fit for long
Yeah.
as compared to Party. Remember, he's playing timely. Brighton is
Okay.
shining, so that's why I'm telling you. Fitness,
Yeah.
number one. The number one thing that makes us want to go for Caicedo is fitness of Party. They are not sure of Party, and if
Yeah.
Caicedo performs well at Arsenal, Party will be
Yeah.
sold. I'm sure he won't stay because they want Lokonga and
Yeah.
I would say Lokonga and the Caicedo can be long-term solutions for Arsenal because Shaka one time he was in a very bad relationship with the coach. So I don't believe Shaka and the party might stay if Caicedo will play well. But as I'm telling you,
Yeah.
business-wise, Brighton
Yeah.
have got a team. For Arsenal, it's all about
Yeah.
stats that's making
Yeah.
them to go for this guy named Caicedo.
Yeah.
I believe it's not very bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, welcome, my brother. What do you think about Caicedo going to Arsenal? Unafikiriaje Caicedo kwenda Arsenal?
Cancelo ama Cancedo?
Caicedo.
Caicedo. Moises
Bro,
Caicedo.
Eh.
bro mimi yani na wish hiyo deal iko finalized mbio sana. Juu sasa unajua tuna
Sorry?
replacement ya party sasa hii.
Sikupati vizuri.
Nasema
Eh.
naomba hiyo deal iko finalized haraka sana maana unajua hatuna replacement ya party sasa hii currently.
Okay.
Sasa ni venye tu Brighton wanaleta
tunakupata kweli.
Mimi nimempata.
au nisikii?
Amesema
Eh.
anatamani hiyo dili ifanyike haraka kwa sababu hawana replacement ya party. Vile nimekuambia, problem ya Arsenal ni
Exactly.
party. Sio peke yake, hao wanataka party akuwe na mtu mwenye anachipi kama amekwama ama kama ameumia. Hiyo ndio inawasumbua, lakini hawashughuliki na kujua huyu mtu mwenye anakuja atakliki na fomu ya Shaka kina Odegaard ama itakuwaje? Hapo ndo
One thing yenye naogopa na players kama Caicedo at the moment I think because naona mtu kama I think Bisuma alienda Tottenham, even though sijui kama ni tema ya Tottenham imefail, but Bisuma tulikuwa tunaona akiwa Brighton yeye ndio alikuwa anacheza hiyo position ya Caicedo sahii ya perform venye alikuwa akiperform. Wewe unafikiria ni nini shida? Bisuma alikuwa bora akiwa kule Brighton na akiwa kule nini
to respond to this, nitakuambia uangalie Kukurela akitoka Brighton akienda Chelsea. Kukurela hata Man City alipoingia Chelsea kiliumana. Wakati Mitoma aliingia penye alitoka anacheza vizuri. Umeona? Brighton. Caicedo akaingia Bisuma. Bisuma alienda perform. No, nimekuambia a player might join a new team. So mweneza furahi player amekuja ni mzuri, stats zako penye alikuwa ni mzuri. Lakini penye amekuja stats sio mzuri. Unaelewa?
Exactly.
That's the problem with Arsenal. They can get Caicedo, they can get anyone they want. But the performance is not it's not like a deal that you are of. It's something of guess like a 50-50. Either a click ama atakataa.
Yeah. Alafu unajua tena kitu kingine, when someone goes to a team that is playing well, because now when you look at Arsenal, at the moment I think everybody will click, because the way they are playing at the moment, if you are shipped into that team, you will definitely play well. Because when you look at Trossard has been performing very well, even though at Brighton he was not performing very well. I mean, he played Arsenal and he's performing very well. I looked at that match they played against Manchester City. He was brilliant. I think he was brilliant in the first half. He played very well, crossing the ball properly, trying to kick ball on target. I think at a 15, if Caicedo gets a chance to play for Arsenal, I think he'll play very well.
I can't guarantee you that. Even if I'm a Manchester United fan, I can't guarantee you that. Manchester United signed Anthony. The
Okay.
first
But you see,
Anthony
Anthony came, you were not playing well at that time. But you see, for me, you know my opinion about Anthony. I don't really rate that guy. I think he's not good enough for Manchester United. In fact,
you
he's
are
good enough. He's not good enough for that price that you guys bought him.
Manchester United. Every time it knocks for a player, the price goes high. That's a fact.
And you see, Anthony he's the guy who has made problems. He's the one who has made players price their players ipande. Because when you look at that,
no.
Yeah, exactly. He's the one who made even Modric be bought at 100 million. Because these guys were comparing him and Anthony, and they've said they believe that he has more quality than Anthony. They believe that Modric has more quality than Anthony.
Let me tell you something. Issue of money in football started when Roman bought Chelsea. Roman buying Chelsea. That's when money was injected in football. And the clubs that are rich pay higher amount. Look at Liverpool going for Dias. The amount that they got Dias on, it was a different amount Manchester was being told. The price for Gakpo, Manchester was being told 50, 55. Liverpool got him on that 30 with 14 add-ons. That is 44. So a team that looks for a player, the price goes high. Look at Mudryk. Mudryk was 100. Surely 100. So the market is being overstretched because of the money power. That's why Arsenal missed on Mudryk. It is not about a team or what. It's about business. Look at Enzo. Just because of World Cup, he's now going at 120. Surely.
Surely. In fact, when you look at it, by the way, let's now talk about Chelsea. Then I'll read the comment here. There's someone who has asked us a question.
I want to finish something. Just a minute. Anthony is not good on one-on-one. Even when he was at Ajax, he was never good at one-on-one. He will get a ball from this guy named Lisa at Ajax, a very long ball. He will have a very nice fast touch, giving the ball back, then moving forward. Then the player who was marking Anthony will follow where the ball is. He will remain not being marked. He will be alone. That's how Anthony was playing. And the same happens to Ziyech. Ziyech will get a ball. He will have one touch, if possible, not two, only one. The first touch. Then he will get a space. And that's how Ajax plays. You see, the guy who went there has failed to perform because of the style of football being different. So understand first, how does a team play before a player moves away?
But you see, Anthony was bought by the manager. I think the manager wanted him. Definitely, he knew how he was going to play him in that position. So I think if it hasn't worked out, then you should blame the manager and the player also.
No. I'm telling you this.
Why shouldn't you blame the manager?
The coach went to Manchester United. Players have attitude. If you look at Tenhag, he is mostly linked with the players who have once played for Ajax at the most. Players who once played for Ajax. Don't be shocked if Ziyech joins Manchester United. It is possible. Don't be shocked. So the coach wants players who have got attitude. positive attitude according to his formation. Remember when he came in, there were rumors that Bissaka will be sold. Yet Bissaka was injured. Remember, a player is injured, then rumors circulate that he will be sold. When he became fit, he is now playing, and Dalot is injured, and he has changed his game. You see?
Now let me ask you, who do you blame for? Okay, as you have said, it has not worked out as you guys expected on Anthony. Anthony is not playing as you guys expected. You expected a high performance from him since you bought him at a crazy price. So who do you blame in this? I mean, of course, lately he's tried to improve because in the last 2 games that I've watched, I think I've seen an improvement from Anthony. Who do you blame in this now?
That's how players should react. That's
Uh,
being a professional. Yeah,
uh,
that's being professional. Number one. Number two, there is no
yeah.
player whose price is 100 plus that has ever proven himself. If I'm not wrong, maybe we'll get one out of five.
Okay.
100 plus. You cannot get a player who is performing as per that value. Even if it is a Modric, he won't perform to that level. He will start well, but he won't finish well. It
Modric is
takes
a bit
time.
special, brother. Modric is a bit special. He's a very special player.
That's one game.
You've not seen much of him, but from what you've seen, I think he's a very special player.
Even when Anthony came to Manchester, he was special. Most
No, but
special
I
than.
didn't see anything special in him. For me, especially, I called him from the first day. Remember, I told you about Anthony from the first day. I told you I've not seen anything special in this guy. He doesn't beat
You are a
players.
hater?
He's so
Sam,
predictable. Cuts in with his
Sam,
left. Okay.
Sam, you are a hater. Number one, you are a hater
No,
of Manchester United.
I was just telling you what I've seen. The observation that I had already made. I didn't see anything
Look,
special in Anthony.
look for clips. Look for clips for Anthony playing for Ajax. Look for his moves. It was the same moves he's doing now. And this is EPL. This is EPL. Not Champions League. You face a team twice. Then you forget about it. Right?
There's nothing special in him. I didn't see anything
The
special in
performance.
him. In fact,
Listen.
let me tell you one thing.
The,
He's not a goal scorer. He's not someone who scores so many goals.
can you tell me a player at Chelsea that can score
Yeah.
goals that Andrew has been scoring? A player at Chelsea that can
That's
score goals in the same style as Anthony.
the same style as Anthony.
Yes.
Ziyech can do that very well. He cuts in
How
with his
often?
left and he scores such goals. He
Ziyech
has
is
good
a bench.
delivery.
Listen,
Anthony cannot deliver.
listen. Ziyech is a bench warmer. Period.
It doesn't matter, but I'm saying you've asked the qualities. You've asked whether there's someone who can score the same goals as Anthony does. I've given you an
Ziyech,
example. Ziyech is a
Ziyech,
good person.
Ziyech, Anthony are both products of Ajax. That's
Yeah,
why
definitely.
I
Yeah.
told you that look at the style of play. That's why when Ziyech wanted him, he was first linked to Manchester United, then Ajax. Only those two teams. No Juventus, no PSG. Manchester United and Ajax.
It's okay. Now let's talk about Chelsea a bit as we finish, because now we have to finish. Chelsea have been very active in this crazy transfer because they've brought in so many players. What do you think of the players that they brought in? Because they
It
brought in Modric, and they said I think he's a very special player. He's going to transform that forward line. Felix is there. Of course, he's on loan from Atletico Madrid. You have Madueke from PSV. You have in the midfield, hopefully, we are going to get Enzo Fernandez from Benfica. What do you think about these new players? And how do you think? Do you think the manager is going to integrate something in these players and
number
bring
one.
out? Of course, we have
Number
so
one.
many players coming out from injuries. We have Rhys James coming from injury. Kante will be coming from injury. Chilwell again is also training. What do you think? Are we going to see a different play, a different team, especially from this February?
Number one.
Yes.
It is not the first time Chelsea is doing deals, multiple deals in a season. That
Exactly.
is the
Especially in January. We've not seen this in January. For a very long time, we haven't seen this.
coming clear. I'm telling you this. It is not the first time for Chelsea to have deals in a transfer season. Number one.
Yeah,
Number two, we are under a new owner who wants to emulate the old ownership of buying players.
but he has
Now,
overdone it, brother. He has overdone it. Even
now, we
Abramovich
are
never bought so many players as he's done.
now we are going slowly. He said he will not spend as Abramovich was doing,
Yeah,
but he's almost there. And he's
yeah,
doing this using long-term contracts, of which FFP is not comfortable. That's point number three. Point number
uh-huh.
four, if new players come in a team, you expect a team to perform. No man, no man will expect a team not to perform when it gets players. But the team can become a Nottingham Forest. You can get many players and still fail to perform, like
Yeah,
Nottingham
exactly.
Forest.
Exactly. You're right.
So
Yeah,
fans can be happy, or else can be happy they are investing in a team. But the
yeah,
performance is what they expect, but it is not a guarantee. So
yeah,
be patient and wait. We expect that the team will change. Remember,
yeah.
they are bringing more players in. Now we should also expect exits. There should be space being created. So some players must leave.
Yeah.
You don't bring in new players when you don't give space. That's why Jorginho is being tempted to move out. Aspilicueta move out. Kante tempted to go to stay. Mount Pulisic because there are other new players coming in. And I saw a rumor that
Yeah.
Chelsea owner is planning to do away with the old players and bring in new players to change the mentality and the player power in the team or in the changing room, in the dressing room. So expect more changes to happen at Chelsea.
I think
Even
one more thing. I think I don't really agree that in this Chelsea team you have player power. These players, which player power do they have? Back then, that's when we had player power in this club. When we had the likes of Drogba, Terry, Lampard, but these players they cannot have any player power because now when you look at Jorginho, which player power is there? When you look at probably Azpilicueta is the only senior player that has won so many things at Chelsea at the moment. But people talking about player power at Chelsea, I don't agree. I don't really agree with that.
I will review it in a different way.
Yeah,
Take this example. When Manchester United took Lingard on loan to West Ham
yeah,
and
yeah,
did Kindle form, then came back the following season and did not
yeah,
get playing time. He didn't get playing
exactly.
time. Fellow
Yeah,
players in the team were not happy. They saw him shining there. They expect that when he comes back, he must shine. The same
yeah,
happens to Ziyech. Ziyech was shining in the World Cup, but at club
yeah.
level, he's not being given time. So players don't feel good. Are you
But
getting
you,
me?
I think sometimes, let me give you a certain point that I think, in regard on what you said, I think sometimes it depends with the system. As you said, back then, Tuchel didn't play to the strength of someone like Ziyech. And again, Potter at the beginning he did not realize the importance of Ziyech. It was not until he went to the World Cup that is when we saw that Ziyech has a weapon in him. And right now, I think Ziyech is getting the opportunities and is playing very well. So sometimes it depends on the system. As you said, at West Ham, Lingard was playing very well, but at Manchester United, he flopped. He didn't perform very well at United. At the World Cup, as you said, Morocco, with Diaz was a good performer at Morocco, but at United, at Chelsea, he doesn't perform very well. So I think
So
sometimes it depends on the system that the team that you're playing in plays.
that's why I told you I
Yeah,
view player power. I view player power in a different perspective, not like you. When a player is shining, maybe in training, for example, and
yeah,
he's not given a chance to play, other players don't feel good. The motivation of playing, the morale goes down. It,
okay,
it's like you saw Trossard playing for Arsenal very well, making crosses, and then you start benching him because of another player. These other players won't be good, or You have got a player playing well. Then you bring in another new player. Then you bring the new player, you bring the old player, you bring in a new player. Eh? That also gives morale. So that's why I'm telling you that player power is different as per a club. When you look at Manchester United, the player power of Maguire is not the same as the player power of Casemiro right now. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So you have to look, and then as well you look at the pundits also push players.
But I think I need to define what I mean by that. I think player power, from my view about player power, is when you have some kind of personality in the team that feel they're so senior and they cannot even buy into the methods of the manager. You know, in a team, the manager is the boss. If there are other players in the team who feel that they have their own agenda on how the team should play, that is where it becomes difficult for a manager to control the dressing room. Then the players have the power to control the manager or to control the method that the manager is putting across. Because you remember back then we used to have such kind of players, the likes of Lampard, Terry, and I think Ivanovic, Essien. These guys, I remember when Mourinho left in the first time, we got in a manager called Avram Grant. These players were not happy with Avram Grant. They were not even listening to him. Back then, that's when the player power started. The players were not listening to the manager. They thought that the manager's method were not sufficient for their team, and they started controlling the dressing room. And I think that is my definition of what I call player power. But right now, I don't think we have players who can control the dressing room.
I will tell you this: player
Yeah,
power is the
yeah,
ability of a player to affect the decision of a coach. The ability of a player to affect the decision of a coach,
it can either be
positively
positive
or,
or negative. Sometimes
or
it's
negative. Yes,
yeah,
positive
exactly.
or negative. Now,
Yeah,
if it is negatively, the team won't perform. If it is positive, the team will perform. Are you getting me?
yeah, I'm
Look what
getting you.
look at Cristiano.
Yeah,
His player power was negative to the play, to the coach and to the
actually,
other
now
players.
that's the player power. Mhm.
That is player power as per your understanding. Now,
Yeah,
let me give another example. When you bench Bruno right now from Manchester United, now do you see the problem now?
you see now,
Bruno,
this is my point. You see, Eric Tenhag cannot allow player power in United because with Ronaldo, he did not allow it. He cannot allow it with Bruno because with him, he's the boss. He makes the final decisions. You see, but if you had a manager like Ole now, Ole could be controlled by players. Like 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 Ronaldo can control Ole, but Ten Hag cannot be controlled by Ronaldo in any way because he's the boss.
now look at the age of the coach. Look at the age. That's why you see when Pep Guardiola and the player do not agree, the player has to leave. The same
Exactly.
happens to Manchester with the Eric Ten Hag this guy named Cristiano. When you become rogue, you move. I am the boss. You quit.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
At Chelsea, that's why I told you, Chelsea, a rumor was that they want to, the old players have
Yeah,
won champions, players won Super Cup, players won Club World Cup. So they are seeing themselves as they are the strongest persons in that team. They have got a legacy better than their coach.
but I
You
think you have a point. You have a point that the manager does not have that. He's not charismatic. He's not someone who has done it. He hasn't won any
that
title. In fact,
that
at
bond,
Chelsea, it was his first time to coach a Champions League team. So maybe that can cause a problem because he's not that. He doesn't have that experience as the players. They've won titles. They've won trophies. Some of them are captains of their national teams. So the problem might be the manager. But you can't tell me these players have the personality of the ones that we had before, the likes of Terry, Lampard, and Essien, such kind of players. They do not have, they
football.
don't, see, sometimes if you're performing well and the coach does not deploy the right methods, that's when you can question the manager. But one, you're not performing well. Even in your country, you're not performing well. you don't have the qualities to even lecture anyone, then where will you get the power to at least question the manager? So these kind of players that we have at the moment at Chelsea, they do not have the qualities that we had before. You can imagine someone like Drogba would have, maybe if you hear him questioning the manager, you will understand, because he knows his quality, he knows the ability that he has. If he's bench, then you have to question the manager. But right now, someone like Aubameyang, of course, he's washed. I mean, he's finished. When you look at Jorginho, sometimes he doesn't play well. So these guys, they don't have the mentality, and they don't have the moral authority to question anyone.
I've told you, and I
I
want you
think
to
the
get
only
me.
person,
The ability of a player to affect the decision of a coach.
yeah,
Aubameyang has got experience in EPL, with Arsenal and Chelsea now. Uba has played for Barcelona. The coach has only managed Brighton, the likes of Molde and other small teams. So you see, a player looks at the coach and says, this coach is a learner. While I've proven myself with different coaches, I've scored goals at different stages of my football career. That's why I've told you, when a new player comes in, he will respect the coach until when the owner of the club decides to slash the coach off. So because a coach is looking for players to come in to get a good team for himself. Now, if he can't perform with the team that he himself constructed, eh, he assembled a team that he cannot perform. That's when the coach becomes a problem. But these players, he found them there. Are you getting me?
yeah,
That's why
I'm getting a point. I'm getting a point.
only Head Maguire, Head Bisaka, Head Sancho, Head what name them all, and they did not win any league. So when you perform, you qualify for top four, they will become credible. But when you get busy with a small team, you will be washed away. So at Chelsea, Potter is new. Now he'll want to make his own team. He can use Cucurella because he's new in the team. He can use Modric. He can use that Scalaca. New players who have not been playing. He can even bench Jorginho, bench Kovacic like he's doing, bench
Yeah.
Mount, and start a different player because he is looking for a team that he can say he the one who created it. Are you getting me?
Apparently, there are news that Arsenal want Jorginho. What do you think about that? Arsenal want to sign Jorginho from Chelsea.
Let them take him and suffer.
Do you think they're going to suffer, really? Jorginho to Arsenal.
There are
That might be a
players.
deal for them. They need someone to
There are,
control their mid sometimes when.
there are,
What do
you
you think
know,
about that? Yeah.
my brother, we've got players who perform as a joint, like
Yeah.
Anthony. Like Anthony. Anthony can't perform as a single player. He won't perform for long. He perform as a joint. You go, I come, you go. I move this east, you move west. You see me, I see you. Now, Jorginho was playing with Kante. The
Yeah.
moment Kante didn't show up, Jorginho was off. That's it.
If you are a Chelsea fan, would you allow Jorginho leave to Arsenal with the
No,
experience that he has?
no, not
Because
because of the.
I think he's so popular in the dressing room.
I want because of the rivalry. When he
Yeah.
goes and performs well, he will come to punish you. Don't allow that.
But again, he's supposed to leave in the summer. He was supposed to leave on free. His contract is ending in June. So would you try and get something from him? At least get some money, some pennies from him now that he's leaving in June.
I
Because
think.
right now, Enzo Fernandez, I don't think Jorginho will be useful at Chelsea.
I think.
Since Arsenal should for him, yeah?
If I was to advise Gino, I will advise him to look for a team that is now on a new build-up, like in Newcastle, like Brighton, or he can quit EPL and join like Juventus. Is now being going to have a new start as well. Not to go for Arsenal. These other teams are almost complete. When you join and become a problem, you might join and become a problem in the team. Now they will blame you.
Personally, I wouldn't allow Jorginho to leave. I don't think. I don't think I would. I wouldn't allow Jorginho to leave to Arsenal. Personally, if I was the one controlling what is happening at Chelsea, I wouldn't allow him to leave to go to Arsenal. Because Jorginho sometimes he plays very well in that midfield, and at the moment he's the only reliable midfielder that Chelsea has. Because when you look at these other players, the likes of Kovacic, the likes of Kante, these are not reliable players. With their injury history, they are not reliable players. Loftus-Cheek is also another person who is not so much reliable, especially when it comes to the injuries. If they are not very sure that they are going to get Enzo, and again, it's a gamble because you cannot expect maybe Enzo to come in and start to hit the road running because he's coming from a different league. So I don't think it's going to be foolish to let Jorginho leave to Arsenal. A little bit foolish.
I want to end this conversation with a given. I want to end the show on my side. One player, the World Cup, I think it was in 2010, if I'm not wrong. Rodriguez. And in that season, he went on and joined the Real Madrid. Do you remember?
Sorry?
Rodriguez.
Yes.
Joined the Real Madrid.
Sorry?
There's a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know the team he was playing for, but he joined he performed very well in the World Cup.
Yeah.
He was called Rodriguez. He joined Real Madrid.
Yeah, I remember the Colombian guy. He joined Real Madrid. Yeah.
Yes, Rodriguez. He was very, very, very much organized in the World Cup.
Exactly.
Just like Enzo and Amrabat. But when he joined Real Madrid, he did not perform to the expectations. You remember?
Okay.
So the same can happen to Amrabat, can happen to Estupina, can happen to Romero, can happen to Enzo. A player who shined during the World Cup has to prove himself. If he joins that is a talent. A new team. The old team is better. A new team, my friend. It is not a joke. Look at Alvarez right now. If you look at Alvarez now, he's performing better after the World Cup. It is like he got some training on top. He's better than he was before the World Cup. Are we together? Are you getting me? Are you there? Hey, man. Hey, guys. My counterpart is not coming clear. I think for today...
Okay, I get you. There's a call that was coming in. So, I think, as you said, you want to leave, but there's someone who asked a question here. He said, he's called Kwasu Jainte. Hello, how are you doing today? So what about Enzo Fernandez? So I think Edo, apparently Chelsea submitted the bid of 120 million. So we are expecting that the deal will be closed today, probably today or tomorrow, as the transfer is going to be closed. But as you've said, we are not very sure about whether Enzo will come in and hit the road running, because he's coming from a new league, and we cannot be very sure that he's going to come in and start performing very well. So it will be foolish to sell some of the players that we have. Someone like Jorginho, you can't let him go to your rival team. That is, I think that is foolish, because he's the only midfielder we have at the moment who we can rely on. Because some of these other players get injured a lot. Someone like Kovacic, someone like Jorginho, someone like Kante, and also Loftus-Cheek. These players you can't rely so much on them. Again, you know what Mount does? He drops thinkers each and every day. So you can't rely on such players. Jorginho to Arsenal, something that will be so much against. I wouldn't be advising Chelsea to sell Jorginho to Arsenal.
You have made me remember something about Jorginho and Joel Felix. They were in the training. I saw a clip on TikTok. Felix gave a pass and ran up in the space ahead. And to Mount. And Mount could not track him back. And Felix checked it. He said, oh my. The same thing happened in the field against was it Fulham.
Yeah.
And Mount could not find him in the space when he ran forward. So I would advise
Ah,
that Chelsea should hold on. Chelsea should hold on. They should not rush to sell this
yeah,
January.
they should.
Maybe in the
Exactly.
summer. With that one, I
Yeah.
agree.
We
So I
shouldn't. We
think
shouldn't sell Coutinho at the moment. That will be a wrong move. I don't think that will be okay. So thank you so much for coming, and I wish you a nice evening. Let's enjoy some football. Let's meet tomorrow again as we discuss about some of, especially the transfers. Of course, tomorrow is going to be the deadline. We're looking at some of the players that have been signed and some of the players that will be expecting to be signed maybe in the summer, and how they're going to affect the teams going forward. As United, you will tell me the target that you think, the most department that you think you guys are going to improve, because you guys have not signed anyone in this transfer apart from the loan that you got from Burnley. I think Burnley, Vegas. What do you think
we
about Vegas? Has it performed as you expected?
personally, I'm okay.
Okay, okay.
As an upgrade on person when it comes to pressing or
Yeah,
positioning.
yeah,
His movements are create loopholes in the defense for other players to move and score. They create
yeah.
space. Only that one. But now he cannot score when he cannot get balls. We give him balls to score. We cannot blame him. He's not like Haaland. Haaland will only score when he gets balls. So this guy is not being given balls. He can't score, but his moves are open. He is very well doing it well right now. I think we will discuss tomorrow. Around 12. If I will have time, I will call you and we will discuss more.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you so much. If you are here for the first time and do not subscribe to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel so that each and every time we are here, you'll be getting us live and telling us what you think about the about what you're talking about. Today we've had a discussion here. And of course, we've had some comments here from Heavens, Waswa. Also, we have had a conversation from Kwasu. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. And we've had a discussion. Tell us what you think. Let discussion continue. Tell us what you think about Pep letting Cancelo leave. What do you think about Chelsea transfer? What do you think about Jorginho going to Arsenal? And some of the things that you feel you would want to discuss with us. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Okay, Shai.